Damn, there are so many pretty girls streaming Mobile Legends. This is crazy. Just like my friend Forrest once said, the world's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get dark chocolate, sometimes you get milk chocolate, sometimes you get like almond chocolate, sometimes you get like rum chocolate or rum truffle. So delicious. And ML is just like that, right? We're living in a world that with so many different kind of girls playing this game. You got Philippine girls, you got Northeast Indian girls, you got like Malaysian girls, Singapore girls, Japanese girls, you got Thailand girls, Indonesia girls. I mean, you got girls from everywhere. They're all playing Mobile Legends. I know some guys who find some real relationship, right? E-relationship. I mean, I don't know if that's still real or not, but e-relationship across the world through Mobile Legends. So we got a lot of girls playing this game. I mean, just look at my channel, right? I got like 280,000 subscribers now, and then about 10% of that are actually girls. So if you do 280,000 times 10%, that's like 28,000 girls watching this channel. And I'm one of the smallest YouTubers for Mobile Legends. So, imagine this on a bigger scale across the entire Mobile Legends platform. According to similarweb.com, you actually find that Mobile Legends has an approximate 10 million DAU, means daily active users, and that's a statistic from a year ago. I don't know if Mobile Legends declined or increased over this year, but let's just go with 10 million for now, just for the sake of the argument. 10% of 10 million is like 1 million daily active girl users. That's just daily active, right? Talking about across the entire platform, I don't know how many girl players are there. But among this 1 million daily active girl players, why is there no pro female team or pro female players in Mobile Legends competitive scene? Now, with this being said, there actually were tournaments hosted for girls only, right? I actually did some research and find out there was a tournament called FSL, aka Female Esports League. In a statement FSL posted on their Facebook page, it goes, FSL was created as a platform to protect and empower women so they can have a safe space to compete in games they love. I mean, this is a great mission statement. I'm all about protecting women. In fact, when I was born, my mom told me, son, you gotta protect women. Yeah, I agree with that. The fact of the matter is, when I grew up, all the girls I met in life, I don't think they need any protection. In fact, it's the other way around, right? Girls I know from college, from work, turn out to be really strong-minded, independent, powerful women, all right? They make a lot more money, and they're a lot more mature than me in a lot of ways. So, sure, I'm still all about protecting women, but I just want to point it out but I do think that women in the modern society are already a lot more successful or well-established than men in a lot of ways. But why not in Mobile Legends, right? Why not in pro scene? You can see we have FSL, a separate league just for girls. And I literally don't know any girls who play in the Mobile Legends Professional League, MPL, right? It doesn't matter which region you look at, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. First, let's go back to the statistic that I showed you in the beginning. You can see that about 10%, a little bit less than 10% of the viewers are girls. And then you gotta look at the remaining over 90% of the majority viewers are actually guys, boys. So why is that? I don't know. But this probably to tell you like interest. Girls probably are not interested in the stream. They like TV shows more, or guys like video games more. We're talking about entertainment. I know a lot of girls who watch different kind of drama. Guys are not really into dramas. At least the guys I know, right? They really want to watch violence, speed, girls. And there are very few guys that girls really want to watch. Maybe except for Hoon, right? Typical average six-pack looking guy like Dave are just not very attractive to girls. I guess what you like to watch kind of dictates what you like to do. So that's probably one of the reasons why there are not enough professional girl players. Even though there are a lot of girl players, but do they want to be professional? And then secondly, what does it take to be a pro player? A lot of people actually don't know the requirement. Number one is long hour of training. When I used to play pro, you have to understand, like, you don't rest. There's no actual 8 to 5 job. A team that has 8 to 5 schedule, and then when they're done, are usually bad teams. When I was playing pro in China, back in China, what happened was we'll start training at noon, 12 o'clock, because everybody play very late. They wake up late too. So we start training after lunch and start at 12. And then you train for multiple streaming blocks, a few hours per block, all the way until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock p.m. So you train for like 10 hours straight. Obviously, there's a little bit of food break in between, but in large, you train for 10 hours straight. And afterwards, the coach will give you homework. Yo, Dave, go back and train this Layla for another 220 games today. Between now and tomorrow, I want you to train Layla for 20 games. We're going to use Layla hyper carry going against RRQ tomorrow. Like the coach will tell us that kind of stuff. So it's a long hour training, right? You don't have time to, you probably have time to jerk off, but that's about it. You really don't have time for a girlfriend or relationship, right? The next thing is unsteady income source. You can be benched. If you get benched, your income get cut to 50%. Let's say you make like $1,000, right, per month, for example. And then if you get benched, meaning like exchange as a sub, your income becomes $500 instead of $1,000. So that's very unsteady income. Not mentioning if you still underperform, you can get kicked, you can get removed. There's a drama going on, like you are gone. No more pro career for you. Like the income is not that high for a lot of games, especially for mobile games. The League of Legends, the PC games, pro players, they make a lot of money. But for Mobile Legends, there's just no money at all, right? Not in SEA, not in North America. We don't even have a scene here, so there's no income, all right? Another thing is playing long hours is bad for skin. If it's bad for skin, I don't think girls want to do it, right? Girls want their skin to be looking at 18 years old when they're 40. They don't really care about anything else. They just want to make sure their skin look like 18 years old when they're 40. It's a very important part of life. Me aspire to pursue the best, aspire to be part of the best. I always look up to girls who want their skin to look like 18 when they're 40, right? Me personally, I wash my face. I put on some lotions and moisturizer every day. So that's why I got pretty beautiful skin. So I'm pretty proud of it, right? But again, gaming, is it good for skin? Not necessarily. So much radiation coming from the screen, so much radiation coming from the computer screen, the phone screen. It's just, it's bad for skin. And next thing is nerdy lifestyle, right? Instead of like this glamorous, right, party all day lifestyle, right? Being a gamer, being a pro player means you probably don't wash your hand after a restroom. Even during the pandemic, which is not recommended, guys. Please wash your hand. But it's very nerdy, guys. It's nerdy to a point where the last M1 champion took off his shirt on the stage, where he won the championship. Like, how nerdy can you be to pull that kind of move, Like, is that kind of lifestyle that girls aspire to be? I'm not going to name any name here, but just imagine a girl in that person's shoes. After winning the championship, run to the stage, hoist the cup, and then took off her shirt. Well, it's going to be pretty good for us, all the viewers, but I think her career is definitely over at that point, right? The point here is pro gaming is for nerds. And if you don't have the quality of a nerd, then pro gaming is probably not for you, right? You really got to sit on a couch and do one thing and one thing only for 8 to 10 hours. So if you're ready for that, then maybe. But then all the girls I know, they like more outdoor activities. They like to go travel. So that's probably another reason why girls just don't like to be pro that much. Don't take my words for it. According to Indeed.com, they did a little bit of research, a little bit of statistics, and you're gonna see that girls, they're largely interested in more healthcare, right? More of education, training, and library work, right? More of a life, physical, social science, more social science related, more people related than looking at a computer screen, looking at a phone screen. Now, obviously, this is just a large generalization. This is not representing exclusive cases, special cases. Special cases exist all the time. Personally, I know some girls who play the game really, really well just in North America alone. I play with them. You guys see me play with them on stream, right? AKA some Akatsuki players. And some other girls, I'm not gonna name names here. But if you want me to play with girls more, leave a comment down below. Let me know, right? Maybe we'll cut back on hours we play with pro players. Instead, let's, replace the pro players with some girl players, right? Let Dave show you how to simp properly. Because it's actually an art, how to simp. But that's going to be a topic for another video. For today's sake, I actually did quite a bit of research to find out some pro teams in China, outside of China, around the world. Because in China, we have the biggest mobile game on the planet, aka Honor of King. And Honor of King actually has a pro org, quote unquote, called RE Girls. It's an organization that only have girl players. For this org, besides participating in some female tournaments, they actually didn't win anything else. RE Girls never participated in KPL, King Pro League, the Honor of King professional scene. and they never even participated in the semi-pro scene, in the minor league. The only tournament that they won are against girls in some local tournaments that only girls are allowed to participate. Any tournaments that's streamed or casted on a bigger stage, there's not even a shadow of RU girls over there. What about the infamous Weekdays Gaming from Russia? I think they lost 34 games in a row, was only one tower takedown through their entire career, and finally get evicted or kicked out of the league by League of Legends Russia. I mean, after 34 games, somebody in Riot Russia realized, yeah, this victory thing is not gonna happen, and they finally pushed the button and Weekdays Gaming was out. I did a little bit of research. It turned out that after they left the tournaments, they actually went to compete again in all-female league. But that didn't really prove anything, because when we're talking about pro scene, they don't really care about whether you're a girl, you're a guy, whether you're 80-year-old, 20-year-old. The pro scene only care about one thing, and that is performance. If you're good, you're good. If you're not good, you're not good, right? You compare it with the big boys, you have to be good. So, I mean, I guess the conclusion is there's not enough girls right now who can compete at the pro player level. Right? I do think the day's coming though, because with the speed of how fast esports is growing, it's gonna become a real sport soon. I think in the next 20 years, once esports become a real sports, you're gonna have a lot more girls aspire to be pro. Just like the pro soccer player, the pro basketball player who are females around the world. There are a lot of really, really good female players around the world for sports. So all-female esports team is definitely coming, but I still think we have a long way to go and it's gonna take some time. But girls, don't feel down at all. I mean, if male players like this can make it to the grand qualifiers of the most prestigious ML tournaments, this should at least give all the girls around the world a bit of hope. Anyways, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, turn that bell on to all notification bells. And this is your guy, Assassin Dave, thinking about an all-female Mobile Legends Pro team, signing off.
Just for the thrill of it.